Good morning, everybody. It is October 16. It's been a bit since I've been out here working hard. You know, Val and I came out here yesterday and flagged the house again. I think we feeling good about our design now. We've changed that a few times and moved a couple times where we had it sitting here on the halfway back on the property. So we've actually moved locations. I'm a bit overwhelmed with the front now that that road's not going to get cut in, or we're not quite sure what we're going to do at the moment because that quote was way too high for us. So up there on the other side of those trees and bushes is where we were. I'm back here where the house is going to be, but we are going to have all this cleared up to our property line right here. There's going to be there's a property line about 15-20 feet into that. So take my mind off of that being overwhelming, and we have our applications for permits for wells and septic in. This is going to need to be done anyway, so I thought I'd change locations, do a little something different. We'll see how far we get and how easy this goes. A lot of the markers are on trees back here, so I'm gonna have to leave the trees for today that are marked, and then the plan is to get some rebarb or something and paint them pink or whatever color we want and put those in the ground so there's a nice solid marker there and we can see it. And of course we've introduced you to the chainsaw, so I guess we're going all still now. Gonna get that going here pretty soon. Tractor's down here. I'll bring that up in a minute, and I think I'll start down here at the kind of where that berm goes in, because right here where the flags are, we're thinking septic, and then leach field out here. So all this needs to be cleaned up anyway. I think I'm gonna get a lot of firewood out of this. I don't know the quality of it. It's bizarre how down this property line there's a lot of broken trees, and I don't know if it once upon a time when they cleared this land they just whatever they did end up breaking these trees, or was the cause of it in some way that I don't understand. But and then you can see the new growth little pine trees here. So I don't know what caused that. Hi, Nia.
Good morning.
Nia brought us coffee and gonna come help me work.
I'm my dad's sugar mama.
And we're gonna see what happens, but I don't know if it's gonna make a difference, but I got a new SanDisk chip for this. I was using something else I got on Amazon that was a better deal, that I thought maybe that's been some of my problem. I don't know. So we're gonna try this. It definitely has more memory on it, so we'll see how it works. So this is what I've done so far before Nia got here. Did one pile down there. I mowed all of this section since we're going to be working in it. And where we see the pink flags on the trees, that's what we're going back to. I know I already touched on this with one video. There you go, that pink guy there. But I was saying to Nia, like, a lot of these trees originate on their property but lean over on our property, so I'll still probably go back a couple feet, anything that's leaning over on ours, and clean it up. We're gonna get a lot of firewood out of this, so that's good. I was worried I wouldn't have a lot of wood for heat over the years, but how much wood I'm seeing, and it's like that all the way down to the end of our property, way down there. So we should have plenty.
I got new gloves.
Ooh, there we go. The still is the new chainsaw is working like a charm. It's real beautiful and working well. Nia's gonna run the tractor most of the day and keep taking firewood over to our pile way over here on the other side of the trees that we've been piling on, and moving brush down there while I keep cutting. That helps us go a lot faster. Hey guys, we got a little rain on us a while ago. I don't know if this is gonna dump on us or what, but it's making for a nice day of working. But if it starts dumping, we got stuff to get out of the rain real quick. I don't know, what do you think? Do you think it's gonna rain? I mean, it already did, but is it gonna dump? Beautiful day. I continue to underestimate the size of the job. I just wanted to go from, where is that flag? Right there is the flag. I just wanted to go from there to that tree right there. And I've been here all day. Because of this kind of stuff.
An endless amount of logs.
Yeah. We're getting a lot of firewood out of this. I don't know the quality of it, but heat is heat. And, you know, mix it with some good stuff, even if this is all fire starter. I don't know. Kind of dry some of it, but then we're getting some of this pine stuff that's green. We can always burn like outside to cook with, or have a fire outside. Anyway, I've got to get to that pink. I got this big guy to go, and then I want to clean this up right here, because again, this is for putting the house in. I want it to be nice and clear and feel easy to move around. Way more firewood than limbs this time. Limbs here a little bit, and then we got that pile down there. Only pushed 2 piles down there so far. Be nice to clean this up today right here, at least get this little nook done. And then as I go this way, it should get easier. And it's sprinkling right now, sprinkled off and on so far a couple times. No downpours, thank goodness. Again, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Pleasure to work in. Alright guys, it's almost 5 o'clock. Mia's left to go pick up her boyfriend from work. So she stayed out here till almost 5 with me. This is how much bigger the pile has gotten. I don't know if you can tell or not, but like when you're standing here, you know it got really big, but maybe compared to the last video you saw or something, it doesn't look that big. I don't know. It's a lot bigger. She counted her trips today, and she did 17 of these front loaders full. So that's pretty good amount. We did a lot of work today. Did a lot of cutting. Take you back there and show you what that looks like. And then I put the 18th load of front loader in the back of my truck, and I'm going to take that home to our cottage. We have a nice big fireplace, and it's supposed to be getting down, well it's been cold, down in the 40s at night. So that'd be kind of fun to have a little fire. I think in a couple days or something it's going to be 37 at night. So got some pretty strong looking clouds. It was sunny there for a little bit, and now the clouds are coming back again. And the wood pile is just right there on that other side of the clump of trees, and this is all the distance we're going, is right here. And Nia put on about an hour, maybe a little under, a little over, I don't remember, of an hour on the tractor today. So just to there and back to here is that's a lot of back and forth. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the weed whacker and clean up all this little stuff that's poking up. Then I'll give you guys a final showing, show you what we did today, and I'm gonna move this pile down there, but I'm gonna be adding to it right now because I'm gonna do a little weed whacking. All right, I was walking up from parking the tractor down here, and I don't know how I've missed this, but I haven't been out on foot. Look at the size of this hole. And it goes up I have a feeling that could be a groundhog. It looks like, it doesn't look like it's been used in a while, so I don't know. I know almost everybody fights groundhogs around here, so we'll see. I have a Roger, he live traps, and he tries to get the groundhogs, but he's caught only a couple of babies and ends up catching skunks and possums and all kinds of other things. All right, so this pile just grew because I pushed everything down. There's always a few pieces left behind, but I know I'll be pushing it down later. And oh, and I also just did 4 or 5 circles around that to mow it down a little bit. So, and then I just mowed all this. I weed whacked it, pulled stuff out, put it on the pile, and then went over it with a mower as well. So there's our tree with the pink marker on it. I can't believe we only got this corner done today. I thought it'd be going way up there. As we go that direction, this swath between the property line and the grass gets smaller and smaller, so it should go faster and faster. But I am going behind that property line and cleaning a lot of stuff that's leaning over from their property. So don't know if I want to tackle all this mess. All right, once again, I was videoing with the camera and it froze on me, and so I'm gonna redo a little bit here. First of all, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that, but there's a rainbow. It's actually slightly a double. There's one right above that. Anyway, beautiful. Anyway, I think I got from there to over here. Pink ribbon there. I just checked to see if there's a pin on the ground. There's not. So we're talking about getting some 2 or 3 foot rebarb. Once I cut the tree down, put a stake in the ground that's painted pink or something that's real obvious color, and we'll do that all the way along the property line so we can see it when we need to see it. But the tree's got to go down, so I want to clean that out as much as possible. So that's that. It was a great day, sprinkled on us a few times. Nice temperatures. It looks like it's going to be going up probably, I think 6-7 degrees tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit warmer, but still not going to be too bad. Anyway, I really appreciate Nia's help. That helped me a lot, doing 17 bucket loads herself. And then she also picked up all the wood, you know, to do the loads. And she pulled some of the limbs. I did a lot of the limbs myself too, but everything she helped me with, that this corner would have been, I would have been sad at the end of the day had she not helped me, because I just wouldn't have been able to get a lot done. Anyway, and I don't know if I mentioned, but I moved the tractor trailer here. So from there to there. All right, it was a good day. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be out here. I think I mentioned we didn't work the last couple or 3 days. Val and I came out here and flagged this yesterday, but I'm hurt. I've been hurting pretty bad, and then my wrists and joints and stuff. And you know, got that chainsaw. Really happy with the chainsaw so far. Did great today. Anyway, we just keep on moving on. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Morning, everybody. October 17, Tuesday. Getting a late start. I had to swing by Tractor Supply for some stuff. Waited a couple minutes to get coffee from home. So we're just going to start right back over where we were yesterday. And I'll be on my own today, so I'll be slower going. But that's where we stand, and let's get to work. It's a nice morning, but it is probably about 5 degrees. I think it's like 55, something like that degrees at 10:30 in the morning. Still should be a pretty decent day. Beautiful blue skies. Beautiful environment I work in. So I'm gonna get to work. All right, guys, it's been a long, short day. I'm tired. Pooped out. It's about 4:30. I'm done. I had to say something though. I got the Stihl chainsaw moved over from Husqvarna to Stihl, and I was having struggles with sharpening the chain. One thing Stihl does right is this thing. Oh, this is the thing they do right. It's a sharpener for the chainsaw. I used it today for the first time. It was almost 2 days of cutting, and before I started my last cut I sharpened and gave it a go, and it worked wonderfully. I could feel the difference right away, so I'm impressed. I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, so I have those other sharpeners. I don't know, there's something about how that thing's laid out. None of it comes apart. You just lay it right on the chain and go with the flow there, like at the angle, and it does lined you up on every angle that you need. So made a good big difference. So this is end of the day. So that pile grew down there for the brush. A pile down there for the wood really grew. I did 8 loads today. Nia did 17 yesterday, but I did all that by myself, so it takes me a lot longer. So we've gotten a little bit closer to the trailer, so that shows you how much progress I made. Cut a lot of trees down. Cut the top of this thing off right here. Left the pink on it. So the GoPro gave me trouble today again. I'm looking forward to, I've told my family, my birthday's in January, and I said, everybody go in together for my Christmas and birthday gift and get me a good camera. And it's not going to be a high-end like wow camera, but maybe the DJI, because I like them. They're easy to use. You can still take them underwater and do action stuff and all that stuff. But I ran this GoPro on a time lapse for a whole tank of gas on my chainsaw, and it went squiggly after about 5 seconds and shut off at 14, but stayed on and used up half of my battery, and I didn't know it until I went over to check it. So very disappointing. I would have had a lot more footage today. I don't know what to do about it. Anyway, it was a pretty nice day. Definitely warmer than yesterday, but still not too bad. Gonna wrap it up. Think I'm gonna go maybe to Home Depot and see about buying some kind of a stake to put in where those trees are. Like I said, I went to Tractor Supply this morning. They didn't have anything remotely what I was looking for, so may drive all the way back to town and see if I can find something. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Morning, everybody. It's October 18 and I'm getting a late start, almost 10:30, but I woke up at a decent time, but I just decided not to come out too early because I think well, the plan was when I left, Nicole and Niana both are going to help me today. So I said, I can get out here get started half an hour later. So at some point they'll come out. I think they're home having breakfast, and I'm not a breakfast person. I'm a get up and get around and get out here. So they're getting some food in them and stuff. GoPro messed up again. Oh boy. Anyway, I was saying it's 52 degrees outside. It's 10:30 this morning. It's, when I got here. So very nice. I have a sweater on, but it's coming off here in a second, and I get to work. All right, let's have a good day. We got Nicole on the tractor today. She's getting more and more comfortable with it. She was a little bit leery of it in the beginning, but she's getting better with it now. She says she enjoys it. Turning my kids into farmer kids, homesteading kids. Sneaking a video of my kids loading wood, working together, not killing each other. Alright guys, it's been a long day, not a lot of camera time. Kids came out and helped me for about 3 hours. They left I think about 3:30, and was it like almost, by the time I get out of here it'll be 6, so about 5:40 something, 50. Anyway, we made it to about right here, and I did some all the way up to this on my own after they left. And this is what I'm kind of doing. I'm taking these little rebarb where the trees were, paint those yellow, which I'm not sure if that was the best choice or not. Maybe pink would have been easier to see. Actually, I don't know if they had pink, at least the kind I was getting at tractor paint, so it doesn't rust. And we can come back and paint those again if we don't like the yellow, if that doesn't work. Anyway, made it up into here, and we gotta go clear up, you know, all the way up there. So we're slowly making it. I thought it'd go a lot faster, but all this dead stuff in here, it's like, and then it leans out over our property, but it's way back up on their property. So I think right now I'm just trying my best not to get distracted by going in there and getting that, and just clear it out to our property line. And then once everything's settled and gets put where it goes or whatever, the neighbor, she's really cool, so I have a feeling that she would have no problem if I go in there and cut the stuff that's leaning over on our property. And then someday, you know, I'll ask her if I can go and get all this dead stuff and clean it all out too. It's a real eyesore. I don't like it. And it's not the best of firewood. Some of it's pretty nicely seasoned, but some of it's like kind of garbage. But to be honest with you, heat is heat. So I took some of this dry stuff to the cottage where we're staying, burnt that the other night, and I thought it did pretty well for what it was. It gave us some heat and some ambiance. So anyway, yep, 5:49, gonna head out here. We'll talk to you guys the next time I come out here. I think I may or may not, I'm not sure if I'm gonna come out tomorrow. I'll try. Friday it's showing rain, and Roger and I have been talking about if it's the day it's gonna rain, I'm gonna go over to his house and spend the day and draw up the official plans for the county for the building department and stuff like that. So that's the plan. Been a beautiful day. Probably didn't get out of the, you know, probably got up in high 60s, low 70s today. I don't know. Been beautiful. Beautiful skies. A few clouds. Been fantastic. All right, we'll see you guys the next time I come out here. Morning, everybody. It's October 19, and I got out here early. Probably by 9:30 I was out here, started getting stuff undone. Nice weather, about 50 degrees, all by myself today. And Val has 8 to 4:30 hour today, so thought I'd get out here and get after it, and then plan on finishing a little early so I can spend the evening with her. And I will be starting right there. There's our marker over there that we showed yesterday, and just keep going down that way. So that's the plan. That pink flag you see down there, and I don't know if you can see the yellow stake. Boundary marker. Pink flag right here hanging in the brush. Boundary marker. did not know, and I still don't know, if this is a stake from them or not. But this was brush like that a while ago. It seems to be pretty much in line with a stake, so I don't know if they did that or not, but my chainsaw found that while I was cutting. So it still went through stuff a little bit, but I gotta go back and sharpen it now. Hopefully I don't find too many dings in it and too many chinks. I think I barely tapped it, but I found it. All right, back to sharpening. All right, guys, wrapping it up a little bit early. It's about 4 o'clock. And like I said earlier, when I get home and spend a little time with Vala. We don't spend much time together. I pick her up from work sometimes about 9 if one of my kids took her car. And, you know, we're asleep by 11 or whatever. I don't know. We don't spend too much time together, put it that way. I get up and she sleeps in a little bit, or she'll get up with me, but then we don't see each other. So anyway, all that said, winded it up, went ahead and painted the stake that they already put in here, because it is in line, and cleared more of this out. I'm really I feel like I didn't make a lot of distance today. I mean, I guess I was on the other side of that stake somewhat. There is a lot of wood, a lot of wood. It kind of follows about that distance in all the way down. So the next time I think I'm going to start out here on the end and go down and go in about 6 feet, 10 feet, whatever, and go further down before I go a little deeper so I can see where's the next marker. Beautiful day. I'm so lucky to own this property and work on it. It's hard work, but look where I'm at. So that's going to end it for the day. Like I said earlier too, good possibility won't be out here tomorrow. We'll see. It's supposed to rain tomorrow afternoon, so I may go hang out with Roger at his house and draw up plans for whatever we're thinking for the building. I think we're supposed to do a building plan or something like that. So anyway, we'll see you guys the next time we see you.